Welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Connie. This week we're going to do a steak and shake, shape and steak, whatever, bake. All right, so we're going to do something that you can meal prep it if you want to, so you can do it in advance and then just pop it in the oven that night to bake, or you can just do it all at once. So what I have in here, this is a cheesecloth, and I've got 2 packages of frozen rice cauliflower that I heated for 6 minutes. So this is going to be my base. That's that base there. All right, so we'll put this in the bottom of our pan. And then I have chopped up a Vidalia onion, so I went with kind of a sweet onion. And you could do other vegetables in here, so you could throw celery in here, any of your shaped vegetables. You could do peppers, but we're going to be using our onions and our mushrooms. And the other thing, they didn't have any Manchego cheese at Walmart today, so I was going to use that, shred it, and throw that on top of this, but since there isn't any, but you could do that if you want to. The other thing that I have over here is a box of the Kettle and Fire beef broth. The beef broth's a little bit harder to find without the sugar in it. So this is a brand that I found that doesn't have the sugar in it. So we're going to use that. And what I'm going to do is actually make a gravy, because the original recipe of this actually had rice on the base and you didn't cook it. You just poured the beef broth in there, which is going to thicken and kind of make its own gravy because of the starches. But since we're using rice cauliflower, I'm actually going to make a gravy using my beef broth, and then I put a tablespoon of my arrowroot in a little bit of the beef broth here, and then what we'll do is we're going to heat this up and we'll thicken it. We're going to pour that over here, and then we're going to season. What I've got here is my beef cube steak, so we will season this with a little salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, and we're going to put that on top of this. Then we're covering it with foil. We're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 50 minutes. So as you can see, once you get everything chopped up, this is going to go together pretty quick, and then you can leave it in the oven for 50 minutes and then do whatever you need to do. But we'll get the gravy made up here, and then once we get it all thrown together, I'll show you the next steps. Okay guys, here's our finished product. This is our steak and shake bake. So we've got our steak with our mushrooms and our onions and our rice cauliflower with the beef gravy over the top of it, and we baked that all together here. Yum, yum. You could add, we decided we probably should add a little extra color, so you could do some spinach in there, you could do some celery, you could do broccoli, whatever shape approved stuff. Just throw your veggies in there, bake it all together, and it is going to be a really good way to meal prep for the week. So check out this week's Cooking with Connie, and don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and make good choices this week.